Today's the day that we qualify out of the Europa Conference League, hopefully top of the table. Ural and FH are our opponents. We've still got to play Basel as well, but hopefully it'll all be done and dusted after the FH game. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2021, building a nation with Latvia. And if you are enjoying these episodes, do please remember, please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. It does help me out when it comes to the whole YouTube algorithm-y stuff. But yeah, if you're enjoying, like button is lovely, thank you very much. Anyway, let's get on with today's episode. So last episode, we beat Basel and Ural in our Europa Conference League. Today, as I mentioned, Ural and FH. We've played three games in between. We have beaten Riga again in the league. We drew 2-2 with Noah Jamala, which is a team that we realistically should have been beating. And then we beat Spartak's second team 7-1 in the Cup second round, which has set up a third round match against RTU, whoever they are. We're also playing Riga as well in the Cup competitions. But today, Ural, FH. Let's play the first one. So the last time that we played Ural, obviously we were at home. We only beat them 1-0 thanks to a Frank Dow penalty. I'm hoping the away leg is going to be a little bit better. The formation is going to be the 4-2-4. Zommers in goal, Titov, Dow, Vugels, Nadjamani at the back. Abdul Samad and Kauna in the middle. Troninkovs drops to the bench because he's been pretty poor the last few matches that he's played, so we're just not going to start him in this one. Tahi and Zavs on the wings. Diaby and Gorks as our strikers. Let's go over to Russia. And let's hopefully just win the game. If we win the game, we'll be on 12 points out of a possible 12. Now, I think if we actually win this game, we do just go through. I don't think anybody can actually catch us from this point. So we are hopefully through anyway, essentially, because we're halfway through. We've got 9 points. If we can win one more game, we'll be on 12, and nobody realistically is going to catch us. So we should be going through. But the first chance of the game is going towards the Russian side. Maxim Choupo-Moting's effort is blocked by Adjamani, so it will be a corner. It's probably going to be Lee Griffiths to take it, isn't it? It is. The Scotsman on the right-hand side. Kauna clears. Tahi controls it on the edge of the penalty area. And now the counter-attack is hopefully on. The Ivorian down that right-hand side. Loads of space to run into as well. He's got two players in the middle. He's been tackled by Sedov. It's a throw, which we don't get to see. Instead, we get to see a Ural free kick instead. Starostin to Vashinin is... What are you doing, Zommers? I mean, saving it, obviously, but you were well off your line, which was a bit of a worry for me. Zommers has kicked that long. Diaby's not won that header. It's managed to find its way to Sergei's Kauna. Adjamani's got Zavs in front. He's going to pass or just use his pace. He does have a lot of pace if he wants to do it. He's going to keep going down the wing. He's still... Good job, buddy. He's still going back to Zavs, back to Adjamani. Get the cross in the middle. This is what we seem to take far too long doing. Zavs is going to pick up the loose ball and not do anything with it, apparently. And now Ural can possibly counterattack. Big Yanis Vugels has stolen that, though. Zavs to Adjamani once again. We do a lot down the left-hand side, but we don't really get into the penalty area too often. Gorks' effort just goes wide of the keeper's post. It is still 0-0. Basel have taken the lead against FH. It's, I think, former Fulham player had scored. Kasmi, I think that's his name. Abdul Samad with a very good slide tackle. Now David Titov to Kauna, who's picked up a yellow card, because he always does. He bloody loves a yellow card, does Sergei's Kauna. Abdul Samad, long to Gorks. He's got one option in the middle. He's made some space for himself. Gorks surely has to score, and he does score. Oleg Gorks makes it 1-0 on the night, his 5th of the season. He is just 17 years old, and he's got 5 goals this year. I'm liking Oleg's. Straight after the goal, Lee Griffiths has a free kick, and it's found its way in. It's 1-1. Basel are now 2-0 up as we approach half-time. 5 minutes left to play. Frank Dow is on a 6.3 because he basically scored that goal for Ural, didn't he? It didn't come up as an own goal, but it was basically him that did it. It is 1-1. I'm not happy. I'm actually not happy. We've got a lot of players who are playing pretty poorly. Diaby, Zavs, Tahi, obviously Frank Dow as well. David Titov is another one. Do we look at bringing on possibly Troninkovs on the left-hand side for Zavs? Is that something we do? Whatever is happening, our wingers are just not playing well. 6.3s now across 3 players. Abdul Samad's corner comes in. It's cleared. It was going straight towards Yanis Vugels. Zavs has this now. He's tried to cross it and he's found Abdul Samad at the back post, who's got loads of space. He's gone for goal and hit the post, and it's trickled off for a goal kick. It could have been 2-1. Right, what is going on with these wingers and strikers? Tahi's having a shocker. We're going to do Zongo. Zavs is going to come off for Troninkovs. Diaby's also going to come off for Romaric Utara. That is all of our changes. I'm keeping Dow on, even though he's on a 6.2, 6.3, because most of that is because of the own goal he basically scored. Counter to Troninkovs on the left wing. The big Latvian plays it across, finds Zongo. He's going to run. I can't remember where Zongo's from. I think it's Burkina Faso, possibly, isn't it? Adjamani on the left-hand side. There's plenty in the box. Zongo is there, hits it just wide of the post. It's still 1-1. If we win this game, we go through. If we draw, we are almost through. In fact, we are through, aren't we? Because Ural can't catch us because we've got better goals against or something like that. Titov's throw is cleared. Kauner's going to hopefully get there first. He does. Abdul Samed, we've got 10 minutes to find a winner. Kauner with this ball. Troninkovs. Adjamani with loads of space to run into. Go on, buddy. Keep going. Past your man. Past your man. There's 3 in the middle. 4 in the middle. Even Troninkovs is there. It's taken a terrible deflection. It was a terrible shot as well from Troninkovs. It's Abdul Samed. Is this actually going to carry on as a highlight? David Titov. Loads and loads of space for the former Englishman. Former Englishman. He's part English. He's not former Englishman. He's part English. Zongo with the ball. Where are we going? We seem to be going backwards. Troninkovs. 12-yard box. He's gone for goal. Hits it over the bar. It is still 1-1. We should be winning this game. We have been the much better side. We just haven't taken our chances. 1-1 then. 1-1 in Russia. If you would have told me at the start of the group stages you go to Russia and you get a 1-1 draw, I would be happy with that. I'd take that. But the fact that we had 16 shots and only 3 of them on target, I'm not happy with this. This was not a good result. Does that mean that we have gone through? I don't think we have yet. But if we actually... Oh, no, we have. We have a little Q next to our name, so we have definitely qualified. That is good news. We are going to be playing FH in the next match. We're going to have to go forward a little bit. After the FH game, we will take a look at the coefficients as well, because basically, that's kind of what we're trying to do at the moment. We're not trying to win European competitions. We're just trying to win games. Back for the next Europa Conference League match. We've played 2 matches in between. We beat Meta and Lepaja. We beat them 3-0 and 3-1 with goals from all over the place. Even Rudder Nilsson getting a goal in the Meta game. He's played twice all season. It does, however, mean that we are still 3rd in the table because we keep losing and drawing games, whereas Valmiera seem to not lose too many games. They've drawn some games. We are, 4 points behind? So we're close. We've got 2 games in hand over Ventspils, 1 game in hand over Valmiera. We're going to hopefully close that gap. Hopefully, by the time we start the next episode, we are going to be back at the top of the table because we are going to be playing a lot of league football in between episodes. But first, we've got to go and play FH. The starting lineup for the FH game then. In goal will be Juris Melkomjans. He has come in because we have injuries at 2 at Kristaps Zomuth, so Melkomjans is going to be playing. He also played in the last league game as well. Titov, Troninkovs, Vugels and Adjamani at the back. Troninkovs is going to be a centre-back because of a suspension to Frank Dow. It's going to be Abdul Samed and Maris Mikov in the middle. Richie Enin and Zavs on the wings. Enin's getting a game because basically Taihi isn't very good at the moment. It's also going to be Karim Diaby and Oleg Skorks up front for this one. We should just win. We're at home. Oh my word. Not only are we at home, it's apparently we play in Antarctica. Do we not have undersoil heating or anything? This is a new experience. I have not played a huge amount of Football Manager games on a very snowy pitch. Titov to Richie Enin. It's going to be difficult to look at some of the players. Abdul Samed with some space goes for goal. An absolute rocket from the Ghanaian. 9 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up in a snowy Latvia against FH. Arguably, this is in FH's favour, right? They're used to this weather. Although I imagine possibly in Latvia they're also used to this kind of weather as well. But, you know, Iceland is kind of a little bit colder, right? So we've opened the scoring and not a lot else has happened. It looks like Ural have taken the lead against Basel, which is actually very, very good because we might be good enough to beat Basel again and then Ural might actually leapfrog them into 2nd place. David Titov to Richie Enin, the Canadian. He does keep getting calls up for the Canadian national side. Zavs' effort hits the bar and it's cleared. Adjamani's going to collect this. Still plenty of blue and yellow shirts in the box, which you can't quite see because we do look a little bit like the football pitch with the blue lines and the white sleeves. Adjamani's cross comes in. It's found its way to Abdul Samed. Richie Enin is there. And what a save that is from Eriksson, the goalkeeper. The goal scorer then, Salis Abdul Samed to take the corner towards... It is Yanis Vugels. Couldn't quite see his name there. Heads it over the bar. So Lee Griffiths has scored the goal for Ural against Basel, which means it is 9 points for Basel, 7 points for Ural. If we beat Basel and then Ural beat FH, they will be going through in 2nd place, which is ridiculous. Adjamani with the ball, crosses it in. It's found Abdul Samed again, and an even longer range effort this time finds its way into the bottom of the goal. It's 2-0. No rest for the wicket. It looks like we've got another highlight almost straight after the goal. Emilson picks this up for FH. So the Icelandic side coming forward with the ball. Pettersson across, Gearson. Loads of space on the left for that man's name and this man's name. It's saved by Malcolm Jans. It's a corner. Why did I pick to play an Icelandic side? I can't pronounce half of these names. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's a struggle for me to pronounce half of my own team's names, let alone other teams' names. Gorks doesn't quite get there. It is going to be a throw, which we are probably not going to see. Just before half-time, we've got a chance to possibly make it 3. Vogels is there. And again, Yannis Vogels heads over the bar. He's had a lot of chances. He has had a lot of chances and hasn't scored any of them at the moment. 2 goals then for Abdul Samed. Puts us 2-0 up. Puts us in the driving seat for topping the group. We'll just carry on, I think. 5 minutes into the second half. Trollingkovs to Malcolm Jans. The goalkeeper kicks it long, but it's coming back towards us. FH in their black shirts. Down the right-hand side, Emilson. He's got Zavs in front, gets past him, crosses the ball to nobody. That apparently was a shot. According to the commentary, that said that was a shot. It wasn't. That was a cross, wasn't it? 65 minutes. We've got a corner. I was about to do some subs. Again, this time it was Trollingkovs who heads that ball over. We're getting chances from corners. We're just not scoring them. The people who are getting on the end of it are Vogels and Trollingkovs. And every time they're just hitting it over the bar. We're going to do Sarinins for Gorks because we're 2-0 up, so we don't need to bring on the better options in the shape of Romaric Utara. Do we do any other changes? I'm looking at sort of fitness. We've got Kramens. We're going to do it, you know. We're going to do Kramens for Vogels. That's what we're going to go for. Maybe Juris Kramens can come on, go up for a corner, stick one in at the front post. Into the final 10 minutes here in Latvia. It is still 1-0 in Switzerland to Ural. So that is going to make our match against Basel somewhat interesting, and we're not going to see it because it doesn't make any difference to what we're going to do. It's a good ball. Otterson's in on goal here. Malcolm Jans has to stop this one. He doesn't manage to do it. It's 2-1. Maxim Choupo-Moting has just scored as well for Ural, so it's 2-0. The corner comes in. Zavs is there. It's fallen for Diaby. The goalkeeper was nowhere to be found. It is 3-1. We are back with our 2-goal advantage with about 4 minutes of normal time to play. And Ural are winning their game. I know it doesn't mean anything to us at this point, but Ural are winning their game, which means we are top of the group. We've won the group, and Ural have a chance to finish in second place, but it kind of depends on what we do against Basel. Well, the snowy pitch of the Latvian National Stadium then didn't really affect our performance. Another 3-1 victory against FH means we do qualify top of the group, but it is all to play for that second position. Basel and Ural are both fighting out for that match. We have to play Basel in a few matches' time. We're not going to bother doing it on camera because I don't really care too much about who finishes second place, but we do have now some Europa Conference League knockout football. That's going to be next episode. But before we end this one, let's do our daily, it's not daily, but it's our episodic check of the coefficient. So currently 30th place, 4.750. We have matched what we did last year, and by we, I mean Riga. So that's a huge increase, isn't it? We are going 17.625. Where are we going to go? I reckon 25th is where we're going to go. It is 25th. We are going to where Kazakhstan are currently sitting. Does that mean anything? 25th here. What does it mean? Kazakhstan get 1 and 3 in the Europa Cup 2 qualifying round 2, which is an improvement. It's not a massive improvement, is it? So, next episode, what are we going to do? We're going to go to somewhere around possibly February time. We can actually check, can't we? We can find out when, is it rules? It is rules. First knockout round. I think we go into the second one. Because we've won the group, we go to the second knockout round, which is actually March. So, we're going to miss 3 months of football. I'm not going to bother doing league action for you at the moment because there's quite a few games going on in Europe for us, which is great to see. But we are going to go all the way through to the 28th of February, maybe even the 6th of March. So, we have got, if I can actually use my mouse properly, all of December, we've got all of January, all of February. We're going to have a little bit of March as well. So when we come back, the Latvian season is probably going to be mostly complete and hopefully we're sat top of the table. We're going to know who we're playing in the Europa Conference League as well. This season's been pretty big. Another undefeated episode in Europe then. It's a shame about the Ural result, but we still didn't lose, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well and you're enjoying. And I'll see you in the next one where we're playing mystery European opponent who's probably going to be a lot better than us. See you next time.